Hello, welcome to week 10 everyone. In the last lecture, we learned three major problems of macroeconomic. These include business cycle, unemployment, and inflation. In this week, we are going to learn the factors that cause macroeconomic problems and the roles of government to monitor these problems. Macroeconomic problem such as business cycle is caused by the fluctuation in aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Aggregate demand is the total desired purchases by all of the buyers of an economy's output. Aggregate demand is equal to household expenditure plus private investment plus government expenditure plus export minus import. On the other hand, aggregate supply is the total sales that wish to be achieved by all of the producers in an economy. Aggregate supply fluctuates when production cost changes. Aggregate demand curve represents total quantity of all commodities demanded by the economy at different price levels. Aggregate demand curve is downward sloping. This is because a rise in the price level decreases quantity of real GDP demanded and brings a movement up along the aggregate demand curve. AD curve shifts to the right when household expenditure, private investment, government expenditure, and net exports increase. Households increase expenditure when a tax cut causes consumers to spend more and shift AD curve to the right. Private investment increases when interest rate reduces, which is cheaper to borrow money for investment. As a consequence, AD curve shifts to the right. Government spending in defense and highway construction increase public expenditure. This will shift AD curve to the right. Finally, AD curve also shifts to the right when net exports increase. In the short run, AS curve is outward sloping. This implies a positive relationship between price level and real GDP. When the price level increases, businesses are more profitable. Therefore, firms will produce more. That increases real GDP supply. Short-run aggregate supply curve shifts to the right when labor quantity, physical capital, natural resources, and technological knowledge increase. In the long run, aggregate supply curve is a vertical line. This is because input prices are completely adjusted to changes in the price level of final goods. Therefore, quantity of real GDP supplied by all sellers in the economy remains unchanged. Macroeconomic equilibrium happens when aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. In short run, real GDP and price level are determined by the intersection of AD curve and short-run AS curve. In the figure, equilibrium real GDP is equal to YO, and equilibrium price level is equal to PO.